So this is Michael with Texas Brews and Tunes, and I am here with Kylie Hughes.
Howdy.
She just said howdy. Not a Texas native, but...
No, it felt really weird coming out of my mouth. Howdy, y'all.
And she's already fitting in so well. So Kylie, what I want to start with is tell us a little about you, the music you play, and where you're from.
I am from Los Angeles, California. Actually from there, which I think that people are surprised by. I call it guitar-based pop. I have an album coming out. I've been doing a lot of recording in both LA and Nashville, so I think that's kind of where you get the flirtation with country, you know, kind of tends to seep in. But I'm kind of all over the place. I'm originally like a singer-songwriter, folky kind of, but my album has everything from a little bit of pop, a little bit of pop rock, alternative rock, country, folk, and singer-songwriter. So something for everyone.
So for those that might not know your music already, because I hate comparing artists to other artists because everyone's so unique, but who would you say is the most similar to your type of style, or that you're like, that person's like me? I don't play the banjo, but I really love Elle King. Like, I just really love her like attitude and the fact that she does play her own music, and I like her I like her voice, but also I like the voice in her material that she's, you know, the stuff she sings about. I appreciate. I also really love Casey Musgraves. I love Casey Musgraves is amazing.
So great, and I love how much she loves glitter because I love glitter too. And
she has no glitter on her, but
she yes, I don't have any glitter on right now, but it's because I'm like trying to, you know, dress down. It's like 2:00 in the afternoon. I'm drinking a beer, so I have no glitter on. Only, no glitter in the daylight. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to see me. I'd just be so shiny.
She'd be like Kesha walking down the street normally. But
you love Kesha. I loved Kesha for a really long time, and I'm waiting for her to do something else. She did do a couple things, but I didn't like it as much as the other stuff. But I do really appreciate Kesha. I don't know. My stuff is. I'm all over the map. I like to take a little bit of something from everybody.
And just like that, me and Kylie Hughes already have bonded. I feel like I bond with everyone here now, like just instant best friends.
Yeah, you have that vibe. Yeah.
But we haven't became Facebook official yet with friends yet, but that will change after this.
FBO. You haven't heard that one?
What does that stand for?
Facebook official.
Oh.
It's like when you're like I remember back when I never used to ever put and I still don't put relationship statuses on Facebook, but the one time I did, they're like, oh my God, I saw you on FBO. And I'm like, what? Facebook official. I'm like, oh God, I need to go delete that immediately.
This must be a California thing, or I'm just getting old and don't know this stuff.
Like back when I was in college. I think it's like a college-y thing, but I'm well out of college, so.
Where did you attend college?
I went to Pepperdine.
Pepperdine. I feel like everyone's heard of Pepperdine, but where is it at?
It's in Malibu, California.
Of course it is. They say howdy all there?
No, because actually a lot of students there were all from Texas. I feel like it was like Texas finishing school, Pepperdine. There's so many people from Texas.
So let's get back to your music. The type of style that you play is usually alt country, pop, but you said something about pop guitar. Tell us, what's that?
I think guitar-based pop, you think about what Taylor Swift does. Not necessarily like the 1989 album, because that's so 80s. Yeah. Synthy, because I'm not synth at all, but I'm not synth, but what she did on the Red album, it was a country album, but it was like a pop album with one or two country songs in there because she hadn't fully crossed over yet.
I feel like that's the new vibe right now in most Nashville country-based music, or even just here locally in Texas. A lot of Texas country are getting into the whole pop, but kind of throwing some beats in there too.
Yeah, pop music stands for popular music, so it can be anything. But
knowledge.
Dropping it on ya. I went to college, but I think the stuff that's on the radio right now, like a chain smoker thing, that's not. Whenever I record or perform live, if it can't translate from the recording to playing it live, then I'm not going to do it. I'm
not one to get up there with like my computer and like play my tracks or whatever like that. So I mean, I like to be able to perform whatever it is live. And also when I'm writing, I play guitar, so everything starts with the song starts with the guitar. So it should always come back to that and be rooted in that.
So do you write a lot of your own music then, right?
I write all my own music.
Amazing.
Thank you.
So, are you the only one that plays in your band? Are you a solo artist?
I am a solo artist, but I do have a band.
Let's key them in. Let's plug them in.
Oh yeah, my band is fantastic, and they each have like their own projects going on too. But they're just a group of hoodlums that I met like in LA. It's like very crazy how like small the musician world is. I like if I ever need like another because they switch out a lot because they're all gigging and Kylie Hughes isn't a steady gig yet, but
I'm sure that will change.
But if like I need like a drummer or something, like there's like 3 or 4 of my friends that are drummers that like I'll bring in. But so I play with 2 other acoustics. One of them's also plays keys, a bass guitar, electric guitar, and drums. So there's 6 of us up there, and 2 of my guitar players also sing. So we like to like bring all the harmonies and everything that you hear on the record to the stage.
Which is my next leeway, your record.
Uh-huh.
Let's talk a little bit about that.
It's my first album since 2000. I think my last EP came out in 2014, I want to say. I don't know, it's been a long time. But it was an EP and like a very concentrated, I like did kind of like an homage to the Beach Boys type of a thing.
Oh, nice. Who doesn't like Beach Boys?
I don't know, I haven't met anybody who doesn't like Beach Boys. Yeah, but it like between that, I had like 2 years to write, and I couldn't write about the beach anymore. So this is the first time that I feel like I'm releasing a body of work that I couldn't give any other title than like my name, just because I feel like it's just like the perfect blend of everything that I love, like with the pop music and the alt rock and the country and the folk and everything. Like there's like a little bit of taste and flavors on the entire album, and it's a 12-song album, and it'll be out I think in May.
In May, you heard it. So let's, since we're here, right? South by Southwest, first time.
It's my first time. This has been a bucket list thing for me. I've been trying to get here for a couple years, and it finally happened. I played a show last night, and then I'm also playing a show tomorrow, and it's completely exceeded all my expectations. I've only been here for 24 hours.
Wow.
I flew in yesterday, and I played a midnight show last night.
Where? Where did you play last night?
At Shakespeare's Pub down over here, and I thought that I was like somewhere in the lineup, but I ended up headlining.
Oh, no way.
Which was really,
so that must have been amazing.
I got all the drunk people, and I love drunk people. They're so like enthusiastic, and they just love you, and they're already dancing, and then to my surprise completely, they started encoring me, but because the booker was so tight about your set list, this is your slot, do not go over this, they're like encore, and because I play with different musicians all the time, it's like, no, we only rehearsed these songs, and so I did a acoustic set after my set.
No way.
Yeah, so like South by Southwest has been like just exceeding all expectations. It's been really fun. And then so like I flew in, I did an interview, I went home, I took a nap, I came back because I had to get up at 4:30 a.m. yesterday. And so then played a midnight show, went out for a second, but then I had stuff going on this morning too, so it's been a whirlwind.
That's amazing. So first encore on the first night you played.
I know. I'm not gonna let it go to my head, because I know a lot of people were just drunk and just feeling feelings, but I'm hoping to somehow get a video clip of that. It was great. There was this one guy that came to the stage.
Yes, already first story.
His name was Donald. He's like, yo, Donald. I'm Don. I'm like, and I was like, Ron? And he was like, no, like Donald Duck. And I'm like, yes, just like Donald Duck.
And
There's some characters out last night.
and just like that, Sherry got her first crush in Austin, Texas.
Yeah. What can I say?
So, let's talk about life on the road. How much have you been traveling recently?
I haven't been on the road much because I've been just in recording land. I've recorded half the album in Nashville, and I have a place in Nashville, so I mean,
Awesome.
that's been like the in-between for me. So I wrote kind of like half the record out there, half of it in LA, recorded some of it in Nashville, some of it in LA. So that's the extent of my traveling, but with the album out, I see in my future a lot more travel, a lot more touring.
So let's talk about one of the songs from your album. Is it Heat?
Yeah.
Heat. Oh yeah. Straight fire.
Yeah, that's straight fire. I like to do the fuego emoji. You know, that little flame.
Yeah.
It's my lead single, and it'll come out the end of this month. We were gonna try and have it out by this week, but we filmed the music video for it 2 weekends ago, so I think it'll all come out at the end of this month.
Now, for those that don't know your music, like Heat, what is Heat like?
I think when writing this song, I really love. Oh my gosh, I've had so much beer. I feel like I'm gonna burp. Oh, it's so embarrassing.
So she's gonna burp. Pause.
No, it's not. It's gonna like come up in the middle of my sentence.
So don't worry, because we run a portion of beer on our site too, so that's totally
You
fine.
guys like send me beer?
We cannot send you beer yet, but we're getting to that point.
I like beer. No, Heat. So, recording it, if you're familiar with Katie Tunsil, she does the Big Black Horse in a Cherry Tree, ooh, ooh, you know that song?
Yes,
So
yes.
that has been like one of my, like, I love that song for like karaoke. It just gets the people going.
Yeah.
And so that was kind of an inspiration in writing this song. It's just like one of those like 4 on the floor, stomp and clap type of songs.
Can we get a little preview of how it sounds? Spot. This is on the spot, so.
Oh my gosh, it's so on the spot.
And she was about to burp too, so.
Well, there's like one part that's a little bit Katie Tunsil where like I encourage call and response from the audience, and the bridge is all like, I know it, you know it, we got the heat, we got it, they know it, we know it, we got the heat, we got it. So that's kind of like a stomp clap moment, but it's talking about like a relationship that's like just like super hot and like, as I said, like on fuego.
Like it's building up.
Yeah,
right?
it's like a lot of, there's like a lot of build.
First love. Like,
For sure, like just, you don't even like really like, it's just hot, it's just all physical and, you know, just hot. And so in this song, like I kind of, you know, relate it to, I love cars.
Yeah.
And I relate it to kind of like driving a nice car. So
like driving that convertible with the top down, and you just feel like
except for
fire.
I'm super like ginger, so like I would never be in a convertible because I would burn like immediately. I'm so white, but yeah,
She's not that
like
white.
a nice muscle. Yeah, because I got a spray tan, boy. No, but like, you know, like a nice muscle car is super hot. So just there's a lyric where it's like, you know, he hugs those curves right down the middle, puts me in drive, pedal to the metal.
Dang.
So it's kind of like a sexy, fun song, and we just did a video for it, and I don't take myself that seriously. And one of my all-time favorite movies is a Will Ferrell movie.
Let me guess. Kicking and Screaming or Step Brothers or.
Step Brothers is like one of the most quotable. That's like in my like top 5, but no, think of like a Will Ferrell plus like Cars type movie.
He was in a movie where he was a car salesman, not a salesman. Oh my God,
I've been driving the car. Come on, nope.
Oh my God, I'm.
This is like one of my
failing so
favorites.
hard. And we had a moment earlier, and now I'm just
I'll give you a hint. If you're not first, you're last.
Oh, Talladega Nights.
Yes.
Oh. And that's like the only car movie he's ever done.
Yeah, that's why I thought you'd get it.
I don't even know why I said old school.
I don't
there
know.
has no cars.
You were just going off your Will Ferrell database.
Man, yeah.
So yeah, we kind of did a little bit of a parody of Talladega Nights in our music
for the video. Amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
So let's talk about beer, because a portion of our, and you just said that you love beer. We were talking about that right before we met, like talking about beer. Tell us, what kind of beer do you like?
I mean, because I'm a girl, like I like blondes, like a light beer or whatever. But then also I love Chimay.
Okay.
Yeah, like I don't know what it's called, but they have the red label, the white label, and the blue label. And the blue label's the darkest one. I really like that one, the blue one. So I do like a dark beer, like a coffee, like stout.
Oh man,
I like that.
Fall in love with Austin breweries. Then, if you ever have a chance to go, so many good beer here, so much.
I have to check that out. I've only been here 24 hours.
Only 24 hours. Encore, a lot of heat apparently.
I'm drinking a Pearl, which is like not bad.
So we were talking right before too, and you're making fun of me because you're like, "Are you gonna get
have beer in your can?"
Yeah, and we totally like took an Instagram photo together, and she was calling me out about it, like.
He's like, we represent beer, and I'm like, well, you don't even have one. Just posing.
Totally not editing that out because that was a hashtag diss. So let's talk about where people can catch you, because if you already had one,
can't catch me because I'm too fast.
Too fast.
But where can you find me?
Where can we find you this week during South by?
Okay, I'm last night was my show, but unless you have a time machine, you can't go to that. But tomorrow, Friday, St. Patrick's Day, I'm playing at the Handlebar. Okay. At noon.
At noon.
And then I leave the next day. So I kind of came in for a twofer, for like a 72-hour South by trip.
I don't think it'd get more amazing than getting an encore on your first night here in South by, first show, and getting to play two different styles. Like, amazing.
I'm very excited. It's been, I can't wait to come back to next year. I'm a little exhausted. It's definitely sensory overload around here, but so far so good. I'll be back.
So you heard it. She'll be back. Where can people find you on social media?
Because I'm super fancy, you can find me on Instagram at Miss Kylie Hughes, MissKylieHughes, and that's also my Twitter. And I'm on Facebook, which is Kylie Hughes Music, and then my website is KylieHughesMusic.com. And I'm probably the most active on the Instagram. My Snapchat is also at Miss Kylie Hughes. If you want to see me try out the filter of the day, I wouldn't want to see that, but if you want to see it, that's where it is.
And she puts out a lot of fire emojis. That's what she told me.
I do. Well, also, I'm like, my new single Heat is coming out, so like,
plug in the song again.
Sneak in some little fire emojis.
So, how we like to wrap up here on Texas Brews and Tunes is we do a cheers and we just say Texas Brews and Tunes out. 1, 2, 3. Texas Brews and Tunes out.